let's call the meeting to order. Do we have a quorum, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do have a quorum.
Sige, for records purposes, let's do the usual roll call.
Please acknowledge when your name is called. For Chairperson, Captain Donaldo A. Mendoza. For Vice Chairperson, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura.
Present, presiding in behalf of Captain Don.
Colonel Valentino Janela.
Present.
Engineer Cecilio M. Ortiz.
Present.
He is also present online. Miss Amnelis Gabriel. Miss Diana Ines Briñas, she's present online. For our end user, Miss Lorelai Corpus from the
Present acting, ma'am.
ADMS. For the back technical working group, for head Attorney Frank Edward G. Marty,
Present.
Attorney Edelisa M. Erugin,
Present online.
Engineer Alexander M. Abag,
Alex, present,
Engineer Raul R. Cosena,
present, online,
Engineer Michael Ayan Ilagan,
Present.
Engineer Darwin T. Lintag, Engineer Eva E. Lazatin, Engineer
Present.
Will Joy M. Puluganan, Engineer Joferan Joseph Y. Torrefranca, Engineer Norik T. Baez,
Present, ma'am.
Engineer Gary M. Jadi, Engineer Adelio M. Arganda,
Present online.
Miss Maria Cristina B. Balonon, Fairback Secretariat or Overall Head Dr. Rolly T. Bayaban, Irish Expression, for members Miss Melina C. Reyes, Sonny T.
Present.
Gilbert, our minutes taker Mr. Thomas Luke Santos,
Present po.
Miss Charisma B. Aquino, Miss Sofia Paula R. Fulmaran, Miss Sandra S. Sardan, Mr. Nathaniel C. Tordesvilla, and Miss
Present
Lina
online.
Piteleo. That's all, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. With that, let's move forward with the agenda item for today. Could you flash the agenda, please? I can't find it. Was it sent in the Viber group?
Yes, Mr. Chair, it was sent in the Viber group. Our first agenda is the opening of bids for the following project. First, purchase installation of automated weather observing system or AWAS for new Bicol International Airport amounting to 35,463,463,000.
Okay, sige. Do we have bidders for this?
Yes,
That's
Mr. Chair,
submitted.
we do have one.
Are they online?
They are present physically.
Can we acknowledge them for records purposes? Name and company that they represent.
We will
Nandito sila physically. Okay, sige, let's wait for them.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Please state your name and your company.
Okay, I'm Celis Tamayo from Domestic Trading Corporation. And
Gabriel Bugna po from Domestic Trading Corporation.
Secretary, they're the only ones who submitted within the deadline.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so as I understand, domestic trading is also the one that submitted, the only bidder submitted from the previous round. Sige. That being said, let's proceed please with the opening.
Mr. Chair, before we proceed with the opening, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I would like to inform Mr. Chair that to also inform the bidder that we are live on streaming on YouTube, and we are also recording the proceedings.
Thank you, Attorney Frank. Let's proceed with the opening, please.
Mr. Chair, may we request the bidder to identify if this is their bid and if it's not been opened.
Yes, po, it is. It is open.
Requesting to open the bid of domestic trading, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
Chair, domestic trading submitted original bid. Copy 1 envelope and copy 2 envelope. Original bid envelope is signed and sealed. Opening the original bid envelope of domestic trading. Inside the original bid envelope, Mr. Chair, is the original technical component envelope and financial component envelope. Both envelopes are signed and also sealed. Opening the original technical envelope, Mr. Chair. The original bid envelope is paginated and also signed. With also tabs, Mr. Chair. Checklist, please.
For the checklist of the technical component envelope, field reps registration, certificate of registration and membership.
Field jobs registration, platinum membership, domestic trading corporation, valid until July 1, 2021, submitted.
Annex A of the certificate of field reps registration and platinum membership.
Annex A of domestic trading corporation, submitted.
Registration certificate from the Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority of the Philippines, Cooperative Development Authority for Cooperatives.
Registration certificate of domestic trading corporation, submitted.
Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit, expiration date December 31, 2021. Issued by place of issue Quezon City and issued January 25, 2020.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, expiration date January 7, 2022. Issue date January 7, 2020. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started.
List of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, submitted. Signed.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract.
Statement of bidder single largest completed contract which is similar in nature to the project to be bid, submitted.
Original copy of bid security or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration.
Bid securing declaration, notarized, submitted.
Conformity with the technical specification.
Conformity with technical specification, submitted.
System interconnection design diagram signed and sealed by a professional ECE.
System interconnection diagram, signed by PECE. Mr. Sina, Engineer Sina, signed and sealed, submitted.
Seating location plan and all indicate and shall indicate their distance with respect to the runway's center line and control tower. The document shall be signed and sealed by a PCE.
Citing location plan, submitted, also signed by Engineer Sina.
Detailed equipment room layout plan of AWOS system and other subsystem and shall be signed and sealed by a PCE.
Detailed equipment room layout plan of AWOS, signed by Engineer Sina, signed and sealed by Engineer Sina, submitted.
Power electrical grounding and cabling system design plan to include electrical system, single line diagram signed and sealed by a professional electrical engineer.
Power electrical grounding cabling system design plan, signed by PEE, Engineer Eugenio, signed and also signed and sealed, submitted.
Project work schedule or plan.
Project work schedule, submitted.
Original latest versions of OEM, equipment technical characteristics, specifications, manuals, and brochure of proposed product.
Original and latest version of OEM, technical characteristics, specifications, manuals, and brochures of proposed products, submitted.
Copy of the PRC certificate or clear copy of PCE-PEE license of the signing PCE-PEE.
Copy of PRC certificate or clear copy of a PECE or PEE license of the signing PECE and PEE. Submitted.
Copy of PTR of the signing PCE, PECE or PEE.
For the PEE, Engineer Sina. Oh, sorry, correction. Engineer Renato Eugenio, submitted.
Certificate of good standing from accredited professional organization shall be submitted by the signing PECE or PEE.
Certificate of good standing of Engineer Eugenio and Engineer Sina, submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority of all of its officer to sign OSS to do acts to represent the bidder.
Omnibus sworn statement. Notarized and signed, submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued May 5, valid until November 5, 2021, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by ANSFIC or his or her duly authorized representative.
Site inspection certificate issued by Engineer Irvin B. Timo, submitted.
Annex A-ITB 10.1 form.
Annex A ITB 10.1 form, submitted.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated June 3, 2021.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated 3 June 2021, submitted.
That's all. For the financial documents,
Mr. Chair, the submitted technical documents of
Domestic trading.
domestic trading is rated as passed.
Okay, Attorney Frank. Should we proceed with the opening of the financial docs?
Opening the financial component of Domestic Trading Corporation, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, the original financial component of Domestic Trading Corporation is paginated, also signed on each page, and with tabs. Check please, backcheck please.
The supplier's audited financial statement showing, among others, the supplier's total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission.
Audited financial statement of domestic trading, stamp received by BIR, dated 29 April 2021, submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation.
Financial NFCC computation in the amount of $1,160,571,380 submitted.
That's all for the financial documents. The submitted financial documents of Domestic Trading Corporation is rated as passed.
Mr. Chair, may we request to open the financial component?
Go ahead, please.
Financial bid component of Domestic Trading Corporation is paginated with signed or signatures on each page and also tab. Check please, Back Secretariat.
For financial component envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form,
Financial bid form, signed financial bid form in the amount of $35,463,000 pesos.
original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule,
Price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, submitted.
result for the financial component, the submitted financial component envelope of Domestic Trading Corporation is rated as passed.
Mr. Chair, may we recommend finds the submission of Domestic Trading Corporation to have passed the preliminary examination of the bid, and may we recommend to the committee for the bid evaluation to determine the completeness of and correctness of or any arithmetical corrections of the bid.
Alright, thank you, sir. So there's a recommendation from the TWG for the conduct of bid evaluation for the bid submitted by domestic trading, considering it has passed the opening stage. Do you have any comments from the members, both present and online? And if there's none, maybe we can have a motion, please.
Through the chair.
Yes, Mavani.
Yes, I so move to proceed with the bid evaluation.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any second?
Second the motion.
Thank you, sirs. There being a motion duly seconded, the bid submitted by the Domestic Trading Corporation, having been determined as having passed the opening of bids, will now be subjected to bid evaluation. TWG Secretary, do you have a period for this schedule?
Mr. Chair, we will try to finish the bid evaluation this week, and hopefully we can also include in the next meeting, which tentatively we have in mind, sir, next Wednesday. This Wednesday, for the presentation of some pre-procurement activities. We will try our best, sir, to include this the presentation of bid evaluation report for this project.
Okay, sige. We'll do that. Alright, thank you, bidders, for attending. Please, we'll keep you posted with the schedule, as mentioned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. The next item on the agenda, pre-procurement conference for Pagadian Airport Development Project Phase 1, amounting to 174,086,859 pesos and 5 cents ADMS DOTR downloaded project. Who will be presenting?
Mr. Chair, Ms. Lorena Dosejo from the ADMS, sir, will present
Online.
online.
Okay, please proceed.
Ms. Dosejo, go ahead,
Yes.
please. You can now share
Good
your screen.
Nakikita na po yung
Hindi po.
Wala pa po, ma'am.
sorry. Wait lang po. Wait lang po. Present lang ako. Pero ay, naka-present na pero
Okay po, Miss Deseo, go ahead po.
Um, sir, nakikita na po ba yung BDocs po?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead po.
To the back chair, good afternoon. I would like to present for the procurement of Pagadian Airport Development Project Phase 1, construction of CFR access road, strip grade correction, and construction of perimeter fence. Here's the site development plan. The blue hatch is for the strip grade correction, and this is the CFR access road. And for the perimeter fence, the broken line representing the perimeter fence. For the continuation, Pagadian Airport Development Project, Phase 1, construction of CFR access road, strip grade correction, and construction of perimeter fence is amounting of 174,086,859.05 pesos only. Sorry. Prospective bidder should possess the following technical personnel and equipments with a pickup license, medium B license category A for road, highway, pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structure, and bridges. This project duration 360 calendar days inclusive for 33 rainy and or unworkable days, with the bidding documents amounting 56,000 pesos including the 12% VAT. For bid data sheet, ITB Clause 3.0, Certificate of Site Inspection, Annex B Form A, duly signed by Mr. Antonio B. Alfonso, Civil Aviation Area Manager of Pagadian Airport, or his duly authorized representative is required to be submitted. For ITB 5, this shall include all the following documents as attached in the Certificate of Site Inspection and shall form from the bidder's technical documents. Company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook, and pictures of the proposed site. For ITB 5.2, the similar project refer to the contracts which have the same major categories: upgrading or improvement, rehabilitation, or construction of unpaved roads or earthworks. For ITB 7.1, subcontracting is not allowed. For Clause 10.3, valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of the joint ventures and registration must be medium B license category A. The key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set below, with at least 5 years general engineering experience or 3 years and relevant experience. For the minimum major equipment requirements, shall find the following.
Nasaan ang checklist?
For special condition of contract, GCC Clause 7.2, in case of semi-permanent structures such as building of types 1, 2, and 3 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, concrete asphalt road, concrete river control drainage irrigation, line canals, river landing, deep wells, rock causeway, pedestrian, and overpass, and other similar projects permanently must be 5 years.
Checklist lang yun. Ginawa yun. Page.
Okay, for the scope of work, Part 1, Facilities for the Engineer. The following provision must be delivered within 7 days upon receipt of NTP, including the provision of field office of the engineer at rental basis, provision of 4x2 pick-up for the engineer on rental basis too. For Part 2, other general requirements, project signboard, and mobilization, demobilization. Mobilization shall include all activities and associate costs for transportation of contractors' personnel, equipment, and establish of offices and other necessary facilities for the contractor's operation at the site. And for demobilization shall include all disassembly of offices and other facilities on the site, as well as removal of hauling of debris, excavated, and rubbish materials. Part 3, Construction of Access Road. This include removal of structure and obstruction, unclassified excavation with a total volume of 207.36 cubic meter from Station 00 to Station 088.15 with a volume disposal of 138 cubic meter. Embankment in place, horizontal structure with a total volume of 54.88 cubic meter with the same station plus 25% compaction. Subgrade. Next item was subgrade preparation with 1,523.49 square meter. Aggregate base course with a total volume of 514.3 cubic meter, including the shrinkage factor of 15%. Next is cement concrete pavement with 300 mm thick with a total area of 1,288.04 square meter. The scope including the pavement marking with using flat latex paint white with a total area of 100.8 square meter. Part 4, the strip grade correction. This scope, including item P151.-4.2 clearing and grabbing with a total area of 144,450 square meter from station 0 plus 070 to station 1 plus 00. Next is embankment from barrow excavation with the volume of embankment to total volume of 244,279.24 cubic meter. The station was negative 0 plus 070 to station 100. Same with clearing and grabbing. Part 5, construction of perimeter fence. This include unclassified excavation with a total volume of 511.8 cubic meter with the total perimeter fence total length of 1,100 linear meters with 10 meter per bay. The volume to be disposed was 508.7 cubic meter. For embankment in place, with the total volume for the materials was 3.1 cubic meter. For item 1722, CHB fence, the total volume for the concrete is 365.056 cubic meter. With the masonry, the total area of masonry works 2,585 square meter with a total length of 1,100 linear meter. The CHB fence, including the barbed wire, with a total length of 6,600 linear meter. All scope of work for the project must be in accordance with the approved plans and specification. Quality and type of material must be approved by the CAAP project in charge.
Um, ano na ito? Checklist.
These are the checklists for technical and financial documents. For technical component envelope, for legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate with platinum membership or registration certificate from Security and Exchange Commission. C. Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality. D. Tax clearance per EO number 398 series 2005. Bidder of all its ongoing project and private contracts. Statement B. F. Statement of bidder single largest completed contract or SLCC. G. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license. Special license shall in case of joint venture. H. Original copy of bid security or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. I. Project requirements which shall include the following: organizational chart, list of contractors' key personnel, list of contractor major equipment units, which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreement. Original duly omnibus sworn statement.
and including
This shall include all the following documents as attachment to the omnibus sworn statement. Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case
against the
legal
government.
against the government. 2. Legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service. 3. Bid bulletins, if applicable. K. Certificate of site inspection, duly signed by Mr. Antonio B. Alfonso. This shall include all the following documents as attachment to the certificate of site inspection. Copy of company ID, copy of airport facility visitors logbook, and picture of proposed site including the personnel who conducted the site inspection. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders audited financial statement showing the others and the prospective bidder total and current asset and liabilities. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity. For the Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or duly notarized statement from the potential joint venture partner. For the financial component envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form or and other documentary requirements. Original of duly signed bid prices of the bill of quantities. Detailed breakdown of component of each item. Detailed unit price analysis and summary sheet indicating the unit price of the construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, and cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. That's all, Mr. Chair, and we would like to request for posting. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that presentation. At this juncture, we open the floor for discussion on what was presented. For the members, do you have any comments regarding the bidding documents as presented? If there's none, we can have a motion, please. Secretariat and TWG can also make your comments or queries if there's any.
None, Mr. Chair, for the TWG.
None, Mr. Chair, for the Secretariat.
All right, thank you. Members, if there's no comment, we move for the posting of this item.
None for me as a regular member. Uh, for these reasons, I move for the posting.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any second to that motion?
I second the motion.
All right, there be motion duly seconded. The bidding documents for the Project Pagadian Airport Development Project is hereby instructed for posting. Please coordinate with the Secretariat and user. Please coordinate with the Secretariat for the necessary documentation. Thank you.
Noted, sir. Thank you.
All right, with that, the next item on the agenda is other matters. Do we have anything for other matters to be discussed today?
Yes,
By the
Mr.
way, how many days ang sa posting?
Sir, we will post it today, sir. Yes, sir. We will post it today, sir. And 12 magkakaroon po ng pre-bid po. Depende po dun sa schedule i-check. 12 calendar days, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair, for the other matters, we
Yes.
have other matters, sir.
Ano yun, Attorney Frank?
Yeah. Sir, just for the information of the committee, sir, that we received a letter from Vicente Tilao Construction requesting for reconsideration on its disqualification, post-disqualification for the Bukidnon Airport Development Project Phase 2. So, we actually... Paano? Sir Joffet, paano to? Ganon. Technical team, please, for... We actually received the motion, the MR of Vicente Tilao, Mr. Chair, just today, 1:20 p.m., June 21, 2021. And before going into the merits of the MR, Mr. Chair, we would like to inform the committee that based on our notice of post-disqualification to Vicente Tilao, it is indicated here, there is the last statement states that should you intend to submit a request for reconsideration, you may do so within 3 calendar days from receipt of this notice. And the 3 calendar days, Mr. Chair, is based on the IRR and the law itself. So with that, Mr. Chair, we will be asking guidance. We submit to the committee, Mr. Chair, whether to still take due course on the MR of Vicente Tilao.
When was the notice sent?
It's actually here in the letter, sir, that this is to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated June 7, 2021, duly received, duly received email on June 17. So 17, they received the letter June 17, 5/4. So they have 18, 19, 20.
The rule says 3 calendar days.
Yes, sir.
So counted yung weekend.
Because it's calendar days, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working days.
So they should have filed it
They
when? 20?
Yes,
Yesterday?
Yes, sir. They could have
In which
emailed
case, hindi naman nila magagawa because it was a weekend.
They could have emailed
They could have still emailed it. Do we have an official receiving of this?
Yes, sir.
This is stamped today.
Stamped received
Well,
today.
sure kayo wala tong email baka nag-email sila or something. Have you checked?
Yes, sir. They submitted a hard copy of the document, but no email.
Wala silang earlier email.
We'll verify, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, please, para sigurado tayo kasi baka mamaya nag-email sila.
But at any rate, Mr. Chair, the TWG will prepare a letter reply, including we will prepare our position on this and submit to the BAC whether we take due course on this. And if we do, we will also prepare the necessary papers or letter reply, sir.
So you will check first and then babalikan nyo kami today?
Yes, sir.
Ngayon na?
No,
Hindi nyo ba
sir.
ma-check ngayon?
Checking right now.
Check nyo na, baka naman ma-check nyo na para ma-desisyonan na ngayon.
Sir, upon verification, there is no communication coming from Vicente Tilao. Um, they did not even acknowledge our email of the notice of post disqualification.
But,
So,
but it's correct that the email was sent through 17 June. That's correct on our records.
yes, sir, yes, sir,
Tama yon.
yes, sir. They actually,
But
the
before that, hindi ko maintindihan, bakit 7 June yung letter natin, tapos 17 June lang in-email? Parang tagal. Tama, di ba? Yung letter ng CAAP is 7 June. How come this was not sent to them immediately? Kung email lang din naman. Well, this is besides the issue. I'm just asking for internal discussion kasi maybe that's a bit problematic on our
Yeah.
part.
we will check, Mr. Chair, what
In
happened.
any case, the main issue here is that the email was sent and received by the disqualified bidder last 17 June, and they have 3 days, 3 calendar days after receiving such notice within which to file a motion for reconsideration. And based on our discussion, that third day for that is 20 June 2021, which was yesterday. And the letter is officially stamped as received by CAAP by 21 June, which is already 1 day beyond the prescriptive period provided. So, we've confirmed through email, we've confirmed in our official email that we did not receive. Let's just put that on the record. And that being said, then this letter is clearly filed beyond the reglementary period for filing an MR. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So the recommendation is,
Um, we actually would like to recommend, Mr. Chair, not to take due course on this, but we also would like, Mr. Chair, to prepare, apart from the fact that, I mean, in our letter reply, Mr. Chair, that we will not be taking due course, we will also, we are suggesting, Mr. Chair, if the BAC would agree, that we will also cite uh, the discuss some of the some of the issues they raised in their MR, Mr. Chair. Because this the issue they are stating here, Mr. Chair, that the
paano kung yung discussion nyo is favorable to them?
well
You haven't looked into it, right?
the initial review, Mr. Chair, I think um, they are they're arguing that um, they do not have a negative slippage because the the projects that we identified with negative slippage of negative more than negative 10, the actual accomplishment is actually 94% and 100% since March. Then why they are submitting an ongoing if it is already completed projects? So clearly, there is this discrepancy in their submission and maybe some dishonest declaration of the project they're
But,
trying to conceal.
but help us understand, Attorney Frank. Yung basis of their disqualification was due to slippage, and it was based on an official DPWH report, right?
Yes, sir.
So hindi naman yung discretionary on our end.
Yes,
That's based on their records.
and it is also the submission. It is their submission, Mr. Chair, that they have a negative slippage of negative 12.57 and 10.73.
And now they're changing that.
And then now they're changing, they're stating that they actually, the projects that we identified with negative slippage actually has the following actual accomplishment: 94%, which is actually a positive slippage of 0.69, and 100% since March. So we only conducted the post-qualification evaluation last 2 weeks ago. So they could have indicated in the report that it's already 100%, and then all of a
Yes,
sudden,
of course, we base it on what was submitted,
yes, that's
and
correct.
I think this is already an afterthought
Mhm.
for them to raise this. In any case, I think we don't even really need to go to the details of that because based on the period alone, the MR is clearly filed out of time.
Yeah.
Sige, with that recommendation, if there's no objection from the members of the board, we'll request the TWD to prepare the letter reply. Unless there's any comments regarding that position, are we all in agreement na the motion was filed out of time?
Agree.
Well, based on the numbers required, lumampas na siya ron. Is that correct, Attorney Frank?
Yes, sir. The dates and the records would show that they already are beyond the prescriptive period, sir. The reglementary period of 3 calendar days.
We should be affirm on our positions that yung request nila is
Beyond the time.
no longer valid.
Okay. That seems to be the common understanding by the back. So therefore, that sir, use that as the instruction already from the back that we will no longer entertain this MR. So please prepare the draft and present it for the next meeting, and then we'll just approve it then.
Will go, sir.
Okay. Is there any other matters?
None from the TWG, sir.
Secretariat?
None from the Secretariat, Mr. Chair.
First ba to ni Sir? Dito si Sir Ken?
Yes.
Online.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Ba to?
Chairman.
Sir Ken?
Opo,
Welcome
first
po.
dito sa request dito.
Welcome. Welcome aboard back, Charlie. Madami-dami na tayong pag-uusapan. Also, first din ni Attorney
Sige po.
Irish, if I understand. Also, welcome aboard, Secretariat. Thank you. With that being said, can we have a motion to adjourn?
Chair moves to adjourn.
Thank you, ma'am.
Second the motion.
Seconded. Thank you. That meeting is adjourned. Thank you everyone for attending. I believe there's food to be delivered doon sa mga wala. Pati ba sila? Sige, yun. Thank you. We'll just keep us posted for the next meeting schedule.
Sir, yung tentative po pala is Wednesday because we will be presenting pre-proc for the Tacloban, which is an urgent dito.
Yes. All right. Sige. Thank you. Thank you,
sir.
Attorney Frank.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.